Right, ladies and gentlemen, you are welcome to another great episode of your favorite political talk show, The Truth, with Ben Jokes, son of Ayo Rhodes. Tinubu is not generating more tax to stop borrowing. As a matter of fact, they want to tax everyone to enhance Nigeria's credit worthiness and debt sustainability, thereby enabling them to borrow more. This was how he sunk Lagos into massive debt as a governor. Nigerians, open your eyes. That's exactly the situation. The creditors have told them you need to improve your credit worthiness before you come back and ask for more credits, and that is why the taxes are increasing by January 2026. And Oluwaseun Ajede says this guy grabbed power over 2 years ago, yet his clueless supporters are still flooding the timeline with old videos of what he did years back, not what he has accomplished since grabbing power. That is it. Yesterday, some Tinubu supporters and paid propagandists began, flooding X with roads he constructed and some other things he did when he was governor of Lagos. What has that got to do with the massive failure that we have seen in the last 2+ years? This is shocking. Now, let us look at the top stories. First is that one coming out of the Tinubu cabinet. A very, very pathetic move, to say the least. And next is that big one, a very disgraceful update. This one is a global disgrace for Tinubu administration and the entire country. Federation International Football Association, FIFA, has brought to the notice of the whole world how the Nigerian government scammed them of $1.2 million. And this disgrace is FIFA coming together with the Kenyan government to disgrace Tinubu and the entire Nigeria. Before I show you details of these top stories and how Nigerians reacted, let me quickly show you this video.
We're showing them love, but they didn't see. I don't know whether I'll be the next. But for me, I've already told my family, my members, if they kidnap me, nobody should contribute 1 kobo. My grave will speak. My blood will raise war that will lead to Christian liberation. That day is coming. I'm just waiting for them. Even I will tell them, please kill me quickly. Because nobody will bring kobo. And if they call home, they will tell them our daddy covenant last will that we should never pay a kobo. Please kill him. Because my blood will be useful while I'm in the grave. It will fight to finish him.
You saw that. That was Evangelist Ezekiel Dachomo of Plateau State speaking there. He is talking about what is happening in Plateau State, and he is saying that it is a genocide. He is saying that it is cleansing of Christians, religious cleansing. That is his own belief, and these are the people bearing the brunt. These are the people who are being killed. This is like a dead man walking, because he's saying that if they eventually kidnap him, because they are trying to kidnap him because of the positions he has been airing on the killings of Christians in Plateau State, he's saying that if they eventually get him, nobody should pay any ransom. That they should just allow the people to take his life. He said he will even tell them to take his life. So this is a man who is ready to die. He's a dead man walking. This is the situation with many Nigerians today. This is why when people like Bishop Puka come out to say it is not a genocide, you must be very, very careful. Because the people that are feeling these things firsthand are there. So that is not the way to approach the issue. And even if you are a Muslim and you are a fair person, or you consider yourself a fair person, when they say there is genocide against Christians, there is a way to approach such an issue. You don't just jump and say it's a lie. I am a Christian. If they come today and say there is genocide against Muslims, I cannot say it is a lie. What I'll say is, let the matter be investigated very well. Let us know these people that are behind the killing of Muslims. That is how to approach this issue. not to turn it into, a religious. By the time the Muslims go to one side and say, oh, it is not genocide against Christians, and they just dismiss it like that, it will just turn into a religious war, and then we'll further divide ourselves as a people. So let us understand the pain of each person. If the Muslims are saying they are being killed, they are not saying that the average Christian is the one killing them. And if the Christians are saying they are being killed, they are not saying the average Muslim on the street is the person killing them. The people who are perpetrating this evil are being backed by the APC, and that is what we should unite to fight. The terrorists, the bandits, the Fulani headsmen, all the evil people that are unaliving Nigerians are backed by the APC. So we should come together to fight this common enemy, not fighting amongst ourselves. Now, let us look at the top story. First is that one coming from the Tinubu cabinet, a very pathetic thing to say. And next is that update from FIFA and the Kenyan government, which has brought great disgrace upon the Tinubu administration and the entire Nigeria. Let's start by taking that update from the Tinubu cabinet. Look at how the papers reported it. Nigeria building global partnerships to counter false narrative. Federal government. The Minister of Information and National Orientation, Mohammed Idris, has reaffirmed the federal government's commitment to building strategic global partnerships to counter negative narratives aimed at damaging the country's reputation. Mr. Idris stated this at the UK edition of the Renewed Hope Global Dialogue with the theme Strengthening Global Partnerships for Economic Renewal and National Rebranding under the Renewed Hope administration. This is contained in a statement by the Minister's Special Assistant on Media, Rabiu Ibrahim, on Saturday in Abuja. According to him, partnerships and collaboration remain central to Nigeria's efforts to rebrand and reposition itself on the world stage. Let me now highlight one of the reputational challenges we are currently confronting, which is a disinformation campaign falsely and maliciously alleging state-sponsored and targeted religious attacks and discrimination in Nigeria. We have been very robust in our rebuttals, making it clear that these are despicable narratives being peddled by people who know nothing about Nigeria. We need international friends and partners who know our country very well and understand our nuances and complexities, and who can add their voices to ours to present an accurate, believable, and credible picture of the country, he said. Now, this is as stupid can be. You are going to form international partnership to change the narrative in Nigeria, to change how people see Nigeria. How foolish can this be? The countries all over the world that are being recognized as countries where democracy thrives, countries all over the world that are being recognized as countries where human rights thrive, did they form partnership with any country before they could achieve that? Did you see them traveling all over the world to achieve that? If you want to be seen as a good country, then go back home and do the right thing. A protest just took place just few days ago because the government is unlawfully detaining a man, and protesters were clamped down upon, tear gassed, and even live bullets were used. You began, ruling out riot acts where they cannot protest on the soil of Nigeria, places that they cannot go to air their grievances. And the same you is saying that you want to rewrite your story in the international community. Now you are saying that they are saying that there is genocide in Nigeria. That is why you have gone ahead to UK to go and do a summit to show that there is no genocide in Nigeria. How stupid can you be? Why not begin a national tour from state to state to gather Muslims and Christians to reorientate them? Even though that does not change your actions. If you want to do something like a summit, it should be right here in Nigeria, going from state to state, not going to the UK. They were in Canada, in US, and they saw what was happening in Nigeria. In order to convince them that that is not the situation, you are going to the UK to go and convince them. Are you not stupid? This is shocking. These people don't have anything upstairs, and they definitely have nothing to offer. If Nigeria does not end the APC will end Nigeria. And just as Nigerians were yet reacting to that update from FIFA and the Kenyan government began making the rounds. FIFA gave the Nigerian government $1.2 million to build a stadium. But it was not only the Nigerian government they gave, they also gave the government of Kenya the same amount, $1.2 million, to build a stadium in Kenya. Now, they have exposed what the Nigerian government claimed to have built with $1.2 million and compared it with what the government of Kenya is building with $1.2 million. If you see what is being done in Kenya compared to what they did in Nigeria, you will shed tears for this country. I am not sure they even spent up to 6 million naira or 5 million naira to put up that nonsense in Nigeria, while an edifice is being built in Kenya with the $1.2 million. Let's start by looking at what Kenya is doing with their own $1.2 million. Then we'll return to look at what Nigeria claimed to have done with their $1.2 million. Let's start from Kenya. First of all, the Kenyan government made a plan of what they wanted to achieve. This is the architectural design of the stadium that they plan to achieve. This is to show you people that really meant business. This is the plan of what they wanted to achieve. Now, look at it from the inside. The process is on now. This is it from the inside. This is the stadium. You can see that. You can see the mighty work that is being done here from the inside. I need to show you all this so that when we now show you what Nigeria has done with, you will know how to weep for your country. Now, from the outside, this is how it looks. From the outside, you can see. This is how it looks from the outside. Look at the metal work. The metal work of the stadium, the frame of it. This is real work going on here. Now, your Nigerian government that was given the same with the government of Kenya. This is what they built in Kebbi State. Look at it. Just look at it. It's not more. You would think that maybe something else is coming up. Nothing else is coming up. This is all there is to it. This is what they claim to have done with $1.2 billion. Convert it, $1.2 billion at the current exchange rate. Do the conversion and see how much. This thing they did here is even up to 10 million naira. I don't think so. And this guy here actually ran a commentary on it. Let's take the video.
This stadium is $1.3 million. This rubbish in Birikebi, not in Lagos, not in Abuja, not in Port Harcourt, not in Delta State, where we can actually say, okay, the land is too expensive. This one is 1.3 million. This rubbish over here is 1.2 million. And there's a fool coming out here to defend this rubbish. You people can defend nonsense. Nonsense. They did not give it. One idiot was coming out to say FIFA clearly wanted to mock Nigeria. We then mock ourselves every day. Are you not stupid? Somebody came out one day and said that snakes swallow money. Is that not mockery? Snakes swallow money, let me mockery. You never mock yourself. They gave you 1.2 million to build a stadium, not a mini stadium for grassroots football.
You saw that. So the figure that FIFA gave is actually $1.2 million. $1.2 million in today's Nigeria should be around 2 billion naira. And this was what the Nigerian government came up with. Just a pitch and a place that few people can sit down to prevent them from being beaten by rain. This is not even close to a training facility in other stadia right in Nigeria here. You don't even need to go abroad. This is what they came up with. $1.2 million, about 2 billion naira. So someone has pocketed the whole money. This is what the Tinubu administration has done to Nigeria. And now it is a global issue, especially because the Kenyan government was able to set up an edifice. Yes, it is a small stadium they built in Kenya too, but just look at it. Look at it, you will know that these people actually spent this money and added some money from their own purse as a nation, because that is what you are expected to do. When these bodies give you money, the aim is to start up the project for you. Then you complete it with your earnings as a football federation. That is it. When you qualify for World Cup, they give you some money. If it is not enough from your preparation, you add from your own purse. That is the aim. So when they give you money and say, put up a stadium, what they are trying to tell you to do is to put it up to where that money can get it up to. Then you finish it off from your purse. And Kenya did the exact thing. But in the case of Nigeria, they just put up a pavilion. I am telling you, if I had my secondary school pitch, if I had the picture here, I would have put it up. It is even better than what we are seeing here for $1.2 million. Tomorrow, somebody will say Peter Obi is the one demarketing Nigeria. But this issue now has gone global. It has gone global. We are being mocked everywhere in Africa and in the world. Go into the comment section of this post. You see how people from other African countries came and they were mocking Nigeria. That this is the so-called giant of Africa. This is what you are putting on for $1.2 million. You are not even ashamed that this one is a FIFA project and FIFA will come and inspect. They have gone to inspect the one in Kenya. Maybe they will be coming to Nigeria next. Then you take them to this pavilion. What a shame. What a shame. I don't know how anybody would be saying all these things and hearing all these things as a Nigerian and you will not feel pain from the inside. That you come from a country where corruption, where stealing is the norm. But I'm not surprised. This is the APC. They have come to steal, to kill, and to destroy. And this situation will only continue to get worse. It will never get better under the APC until Nigerians come together, put their sentiments aside, and kick the APC out of power. But until then, make I still enter town, make I go get some ogbonge political news wey una go like. Why? Because of una na I dey here. So don't go away. Don't go away.